Core field stabilized. Intaro Atun.
Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remaster. Today's gonna be Flash taking on a mysterious BARCODE player who RJB could not identify, but he gives Flash a very, very good game. So let's go ahead and check it out here on New Bloody Ridge. Top right, it's gonna be a mysterious purple Protoss. It is BARCODE, and the bottom left, it's gonna be Flash, orange Terran player. This is a couple of years old replay because Flash is not competing or laddering anymore as far as we know. He could be doing it under a Smurf name that we have not identified yet, but hey. So Flash says, what's going on? And I was planning to go to school. I met God, he says. Flash says, who are you? Oh. Interesting. And then Flash says, come on, translate it. Translate it. Who are you? He says again. My goodness. And the chitter chattering continues here. Me? Yes. And then he says, a fan. Intriguing. So he doesn't want to identify who he is. Flash is asking who he is, and then it's a GG out of the Protoss. So Flash, I don't know, man. He's going to go barracks first here, not a command center first on this two-player map, because that is very, very risky, and I feel like it's just going to be pretty much a standard gateway cyber core opening. Yeah, there's the gas. It's just going to be Dragoon opening here, Dragoon pressure, and Flash, there you go. Early gas here as well. So it's going to be barracks and then factory. So there are going to be vultures and tanks and stuff for the Dragoons, and then from there, we will see. Are we going to go early spider mines, early speed? Here from Flash. Your guess is as good as mine. Cybernetics core coming down at exactly the time that the gateway warps in. So this mysterious Protoss has 570 APM compared to 450 or so for Flash. So again, two-player map. This is Bloody Ridge. It's not a very good map for Zerg. And yeah, this middle base here, let me just show you it real quick. Yeah, so if you want to take this middle base, bam, tanks, storming. And, oh, okay, so this is New Bloody Ridge. So there's an access point through these little valleys that is not on the original Bloody Ridge. What else? What else is different here? I don't think anything else has changed other than this access point. Maybe, yeah, it was not there. It was not there in the original version of this map. So I think that's about all that changed. Anyway, Singularity Charge coming in. Factory coming down here from Flash. Hit that like button if you're excited to see Flash versus a mysterious, very mysterious player, man. There's a bit of a pause here. I'm assuming that just says pause. Wait a minute, says Flash. Yes. And then Flash says grandma? I don't know if that's an accurate translation or not, but that's what my Google Lens is telling me on my phone. That's hilarious. All right, well, what do we got? Expanding? Yeah, because the factory's already done. Might as well expand at this stage. Nothing too risky about doing that. And is this an SCV? There's an SCV hiding in this tree. What are you doing down here, sir? Why are you hiding down here? Did you kill a probe? Did you get in a fight? I don't know. Maybe so. But either way, Flash expanding before the Protoss does is actually pretty fantastic. For Flash here, he's got to be happy about that. He doesn't know what's happening. He has not scouted that by any stretch, but gotta be a good time anyhow. And Dragoon's like, can I kill this SCV before this finishes? No. Too far along the process. Bunker's down. Singularity Charge is just a hair's breadth away from completion. And then the Dragoon will be able to fire to its heart's content. But a siege tank is in production, and one Dragoon, even two Dragoons really can't do much about that, especially if you took some early hits on your shields, guys. You gotta be careful about that mysterious 530 APM Protoss player. So, what do we got? Robotics facility coming in. Is that going to be for Reavers? Is that just going to be for the secret of detection against the malicious spider mines that are sure to get showing up? Sure to get researched. Sure to be here at some point in this game. And, see, putting the tank under the barracks so it can't be directly targeted. Sneaky Terran strats here, man, from Flash. No big surprise there. And he still is not doing anything with the machine shop. What the heck? I'm going to guess Vulture speed. I'm going to guess it's going to be a speed upgrade first. Get some harassment. Get some vultures flying around the map here. That's what Flash likes to do. And we'll see if we go fast Reaver, or if this is just going to be an observatory. I'm feeling observatory. I mean, definitely observatory. But observatory and support bay? We'll keep an eye on that production tab. See what is coming in here next. Second gas coming in from Flash. He is... My goodness. Machine shop is still quiet. He's getting his second factory started before he starts machine shop upgrades. This is a factory right here. What the heck? I'm confused by this. Every other Terran versus Protoss game I think I've ever cast in my entire life has involved some kind of a machine shop upgrade. Scans to see if there's a quick third base. Maybe he's trying to punish a fast third or something. Sees the gate, sees the observatory, says, all right, maybe spider mines aren't going to be that hot. Oh, did also see the Citadel warping in. None of this is weird. Like, this is totally standard Protoss stuff. APM's dropped to 480 for Barcode. It's about 380 now for Flash, as we're not spamming quite as hard to start the game. So, what's the play? What's the play gonna be here, guys? Well, there you go. Finally, Siege Mode gets fired up on the machine shop, and Goliaths are coming in. We're not even making vultures? Is he really worried about shuttle shenanigans or what? There's a... Okay, hang on. Stargate Templar Archive says, yo, it is 2 base Arbiter here. Not crazy, but not too normal either. Oh, he catches the Templar Archives hiding over here. And he does not catch the Stargate, though. Although, man, Templar Archives, that could be for DTs. They're a very different response to DTs than to Arbiters, I can tell you that much. But, I don't know, Goliaths are kind of good against both. Right, Goliaths are going to fight pretty well against the DTs and against the Arbiters especially. That's what they were built for. So, really, no pressure out at all. I mean, these guys, these Dragoons are like, are you going to send, like, any Vultures out, or... No? Okay. Wow, so this is just a bypassing Vulture mech army. Really wants the anti-air. I don't know if he's smelling like a really fast carrier play or something. It's another gateway coming in. There's the Arbiter Tribunal. Again, not surprised by that. More and more gateways and just no sign of a third base. So this is like 2 base Arbiter attack stuff. And Flash is like, I can handle that. Bring it. Oh, no, 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 no. Ion Thrusters is coming in. Hang on. Hang on. We might see some Vultures yet. But I guarantee the Protoss players right now is like, why? Why are there no Vultures here? I do not understand what is happening. And the answer is, well, I don't know. Again, Flash just wants his Goliaths out. There we go. He just fire up some Vultures now. And our first Arbiter coming in at 8 minutes. It's about as fast as you're going to want to do it in today's meta. I mean, you could probably 1 base it and get it out faster, but then you only have 1 base and your economy's garbage. Science facility in production now. Control tower 2, so we're going to try to EMP those Arbiters. Spider Mine's getting researched at 8.5 minutes, which is crazy late. And there we go. See, slow Vultures come out, and Barcode's like, what the heck is this? Why are you slow? Okay, no, absolutely not. Absolutely, positively not, they say. Stasis coming in. I mean, that's, yes, you definitely are going to want Stasis. Finally setting up for a third base along this right side. Vultures are going to poke at that, but obviously can't get up there because of the pylon wall and whatnot. There's another scan. Sees the natural base. Not much to tell about in there at all. Spider Mine's this little high ground area, which is definitely annoying. And bam, Stasis is on the way. Can't, like, make it any faster, but it's definitely coming in. Forge in production 2. There's another scan, and he does see the probe over here and says, so what are your plans exactly? Because you're not throwing down a Nexus, that's for sure. No, because we're working on 4 Zealots at a time, sir. Yeah, man, this Dragoon stuff, this is delay, right? Delay, 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 delay. Kill as many Spider Mines, as many Vultures as you can. This is honestly some killer Dragoon control. Only losing 1 Dragoon there, thinning out that Vulture count to 1. Ooh, Spider-Man, where are your obs? The Obs get sniped? Okay, hang on. I was like, amazing Dragoon control. Then he takes 2 Spider-Man shots right to the face. Yeah, there we go. Get out of here, Vultures. Nobody likes your style. Another scan says, where's the army? Here? Great. We're not going to go that way then. Maybe we can force them into those spider mines if we trick them. Actually, if the army's over here, we can come through here because that's a narrow choke. And we can siege up. And we'll start our little push into this 2-base Protoss. There's not a 3rd base coming in. So completely delaying this 3rd base. Flash has got a 3rd base coming up of his own behind this attack. Attack while expanding, said Day 9. Back many, many years ago when I was learning about the intricacies of the Brood War. Alright. So Arbiter says, I could stasis maybe 3 of those tanks. Vultures think about getting in there. I mean, providing vision to take down that assimilator is pretty hot. Spider Mine providing vision for a minute. There you go. Last couple shots do connect. Flash is not 2-basing. And bam. Stasis catches 3 of the tanks. And it's time to go. Provide that cloak. No, a science vessel joins the party. The cloak is irrelevant now. There you go. Enough zealots are getting on top of these tanks. This attack is getting thinned out and possibly will get crushed. Yeah, every tank's going to die. Except the guys in stasis. They are protected from that, but they must watch their friends get exploded. It is a fate worse than death for these tank pilots to be helpless. Yes, they're safe, but their friends are all dead. And now they see their fate sitting giantly. Look how big Dragoons are compared to siege tanks, guys. Look at this. It's like as big as a tank. Dragoons are scary, man. They're like big spiders. And then stasis wears off and all the tanks die. Maybe they killed a Dragoon. I don't think they did, though. Yeah, Vultures poking around. Finally, a 3rd base is coming in from a mysterious barcode. But the 3rd base by Flash is running, sir. It's 60 SCVs to 48 probes. This should not be a game that Protoss can continue much longer from here, guys. This is a huge economic advantage. I mean, the big benefit to making this game go longer for the Protoss is that, well, we wiped out that army. We absolutely reset the tank count. This tank is just horrible. I mean, it killed a Dragoon. That could have been a lot worse. This Arbiter tried to sneak down the left side for a recall, but got spotted by this little beautiful pairing of Science Vessel and Goliath, a buddy comedy coming to theaters near you July 2024. Get your tickets now. I'd watch that. The adventures of Science Vessel and Goliath as they're patrolling against enemy Protoss Arbiters trying to fly in and recall on the bases. That would be fun. I would totally watch that. Alright, Vultures in D-Matrix is up. Vultures trying to thin out this Zealot count so that the tanks can do their work. But Protoss is like, no, how about every tank dies instead? And Flash is like, no, my tanks. And what about your front bunker dies too? No. And what is he saying? Something. I missed it. I missed what he said. We'll have to rewind and check that out because this is kind of insane. SCVs are dying. Remember that economic advantage Flash had? It's not so hot anymore, is it? SCVs are good at fighting. They're good at citizens' arrests in this situation, but not as good probably as Terran players would prefer them to be. Ooh, Stasis catches one of the tanks, but not the other one. Other one dies before getting a shot off, so it doesn't really matter, does it? No, not so much. Wow, there were 60 workers. There's 53 now. 7 workers down. I mean, he is mining from this natural base. It is very dangerous to be doing this. Just got to throw that out there. I think the Arbiter might have gotten target fired. And where did? No, maybe not. Arbiter? I don't know where the Arbiter is. This is a very desperate hold from Flash, though. His natural base is taking direct hits. The SCV count down to 41. 40 now. I think Barcode feels like he's done enough. He feels like he has worked his way back into a position where he's cool. This is not the same. It is the same Arbiter. Oh, he just pulled back here. Dude, more SCVs die. But Zealots and Dragoons are getting wiped out here, too. So Mech's at +2 attack. Protoss is at +1. I don't like this position for Protoss at all. Yeah, man. Flash's macro is such that he will continue to macro perfectly while his natural base is under massive attack. which is a song that is the opening to the TV show House that hasn't run for gosh darn near on 20 years now. I'm an old man. Chances are, if you're watching this, you're an old man too. I do like it when people comment though, and they're like, hey, I'm 22 and I love Brood War. It's like, yes, you were raised correctly, and also you are right. To love this game is to love gaming. If you do not love Brood War, I don't know what to tell you. This is the greatest game of all time. It will never die. Brood War forever. So here's the problem for BARCODE. He didn't actually manage to kill any bases. Yes, he killed a bunch of SCVs, but if bases die, then that's way better, because it... scan to check that. Because then it takes you a lot longer to replace your worker count, as they got murdered too, probably, in the process of your base getting killed. So if you just kill SCVs, I mean, it's good. But man, 48 to 44 workers here. Flash's macro, as I said, it includes SCV production and military production, is great. He has basically resaturated his natural base. His third base is looking fine. His main base is still mining for as long as it will be, which is not too much longer here at the 16-minute mark of the game. And so far, so good. Man, hit that like button, though. You enjoying this? This has been a fantastic PvT from Mysterious Protoss. It could be Bisu. What if it's snow? What if it's rain? What if it's... I don't know. What other elite Protoss players are running around out there right now? Drawing a blank here, but those are the ones that I'm most worried about if I'm coming up against a Protoss right now. And again, this is a couple years old anyway, so maybe Snow wasn't quite as good as he is today. Regardless. Yeah, man, subscribe. What else? You can support the channel through PayPal. FalconPaladin@gmail.com. Some people like just one-time donations, not a subscription thing. These days, everybody's asking you to set up a subscription, and there's just too many. I understand that, but, you know, PayPal, FalconPaladin@gmail.com is a way to do just one-time donations. You never have to think about it again. That Arbiter got scouted. I think it did. And then Patreon.com/FalconPaladin is the place to go to support me. About 3% of your donation gets taken to cover overhead, and that's about it. So, we're gonna... Okay, recall! Recalling in. Oh, science facility getting target fired real nice. Yeah, that's going down. Lifting it probably wouldn't. I might have saved it. I don't know. Not a huge fan of recalling into the main if you watch my previous PvTs, but this was all right. Taking down a critical tech building and a couple supply depots and supply blocking flash is not bad. Oh, then it recalled into the third base too. Oh my gosh, Flash, no. This CC's gonna die. What did I always say about CCs? CC's dying is better than a bunch of SCVs dying. The repair attempted but denied. No such thing as the repair. I love this Arbiter makes it out alive from the main base. SCV's coming back into work. Dudes, it is not a safe work location yet. OSHA's very upset with your boss telling you to go back in there and work. I guess it was less didn't tell you not to go back in than actively told you to go back in. I don't know. SCVs are weird that way. Alright, so all these Dragoons are going to die. There's really no evac for them unless an Arbiter wants to recall them out. That would be cool. Yeah, +1 Dragoons versus +3, +1 siege tanks. Tough battle, tough ask on those numbers. So it's 46 to 36 workers, 36 SCVs for Flash at 18 minutes. Not great. Fourth base is established during all the chaos. Hear from our purple Protoss player, Mysterious BARCODE, again, continuing to make Arbiters. I don't know, what Protoss player likes Arbiters the most in this matchup? That would be a question. Stork, maybe? Not Shuttle, because Shuttle likes shuttles, lol. Alright, Flash says, this fourth base needs to die because my third base died. There must be equilibrium in this game if we're going to win it. And then, no, BARCODE Protoss is like, what if we base race your butt? And Flash says, no, I don't want to do that. They say never base race a Terran. Flash is not interested in doing that. So he's going to kill every one of the probes at this third base and eventually kill the Nexus, but send most of the army home to deal with your counterattack. Ooh, Science Vessel getting targeted and dying. Does not run. Oh, it didn't actually die. Threw down a D-Matrix. Could have killed. Could have been killed, rather. And this game is good. It's an RJB replay, folks. Of course it's a good one. You know how this works. We're going to get a base race here? I mean, not at this point. No, dude. I mean, without this siege tank, this would have taken a much longer amount of time because vultures are terrible at killing buildings, as we all know. Still, only 27 SCVs. 27 for Flash. He's just reestablished his third base. Barcode's at 34 probes. And now 3 bases. Might try to set up a 4th base down here. Oh gosh, that spider mine might have caught a whiff of this. Setting up. Is this going to be another recall? I see some clumping happening, and clumping is bad against siege tanks, but good if you want to recall. This did not catch an EMP. Thought this Arbiter maybe would have swung back here because it got EMP'd right in the face. Dude, this Arbiter too. This is the most recalling I have seen. Oh, look at this Vulture being like, so, giant army parked just outside of my vision. How are you? This is the most Arbiter play I have seen in a long time. That's gotta be Bisu, right? Recall again in the main base. And then, okay, wait. Caught an EMP? No, did not catch an EMP. But Science Vessel ready for it. I can tell you that much. Science Facility gonna die again? Dude, the Science Vessel count's gonna be kept low. Dragoons, kill that thing. Okay, my goodness, they were very close to not being able to kill that thing despite being parked around it for long enough to do so. Never a good field. Okay, so everybody gets left behind again. Arbiters, they don't have cargo space. They just warp you through time and space into locations. Less through time, just more through space. But I don't know, maybe it is time. Because you don't have to spend the time going to the location. You're just there? I still think it's just warping through space. Maybe there's a little bit of warping through time happening. Dude, where are the Goliaths? Oh, he recalls right on top of this tank position. Hey, yeah, where are your Goliaths, Flash? I don't know. I don't know where they be. Dude, this is incredible. So many tanks have died today. Bases have gone down too, though, for Protoss. So this is not like any kind of a shellacking or anything along those lines. But yeah, Science Facility getting replanted and rebuilt for the 3rd time today. And there we go. A little bit of Vulture harass down in the bottom right as Barcode wants to expand down here for the 4th this time. Maybe he feels like it's a little bit easier to defend. I don't know. Sometimes high grounds, tanks park down here, and it's like, ooh, that's tough to engage with. But this doesn't have that high ground situation, so Zealots can just kind of cross this open ground position and get on top of the tanks that way. It's not bad. 3-2 upgrades for the mech. Protoss is at +2. No armor upgrades, as is fairly traditional in this matchup. Armor upgrades don't seem to help a lot against +3 siege tank hits, so the math doesn't necessarily work out there. Well, some Protoss will do it. Some Protoss will get the armor and the shields. Okay, Arbiter sneaking down, and I do not know what he saw there. I don't know, because he comes back over here, lays some spider mines. Obs is like, oh, it's been spider mined. Maybe we don't want to recall in there. Possibly not. What do we got? 116 to 100 supply, 34 to 26 workers in favor of the Protoss, but they need that economic advantage to stick with. Let me hear it again. Terran mech. Le mech du Terran. As the French would say. I doubt they have a different word for mech. I doubt they have a different word for Terran, too. Because it's Latin? Like, it's literally Latin, Terran is? Oh, how did you sneak a recall into the main base again? I don't know. I might have to watch that again, too. Wow. I mean, that armory's going to burn down. Then he okay. Then he recalls into the 3rd base. Siege tanks are covering this pretty effectively. Gotta throw that out there. But, oh my gosh. 16 SCVs remain after that engagement. And this one. Ay, caramba. Dude, Flash is getting a little bit arbitered to death here. Yeah, the Goliaths are... Ooh, they do take down one of the Arbiters. This one's like, I'll just keep pinging away your supply depots if you're into it, man. Flash is like, I am most decidedly not into it, man. And the Arbiter is gonna die. Woof. Okay. Another scan reveals this little group of units out here. 114 to 104 supply. This is not a maxed out Protoss. This base means a lot to him. If he loses that Nexus in the bottom right, it might be the end of times. Very, very well could be here. Flash is pushing. I don't know that he needs to win with this. but he recalls down this way, says, I can hold this choke while I kill your only base. How's that sound? Command Center flees from the third base in preparation of this attack happening. Flash sends some tanks down to wipe out the bottom right. That's a beautiful maneuver while he goes after the natural base. And that's it. Protoss taps out. And Flash is your winner. All right, I got to just look at something real quick here. But hit that like button if you enjoyed that game. My goodness. Flash holds on against, what, 6, 7, 8 maybe recalls that happened in his base? Absolutely crazy stuff. Okay, I just need to see the one that came down the left side. Because how did he... There's... Oh, I missed it again. Okay, it was, rewind again. I was, like, rewound specifically to find that point in the game, and I couldn't see the guy. Is this one of those things where you're, like, up against the edge of the minimap so far? Or did he come in from a different angle? That's an OBS. There's another OBS. There's this Arbiter. Oh, maybe it came along the bottom side. Oh, it did just come along the bottom side. Okay. So it swung along the bottom side here, and then just casual as can be, recalls in. Oh, and then he recalls them to the third. That's where those units went. Oh my gosh, the recall juggling is bonkers from this Protoss. What is even happening? Oh my gosh, that was disgusting. I mean, no, he didn't kill that base or really kill much here, but that was fun. Double recalls across the sky. Flash is like, all right, this is ridiculous. Packs up his things, gets his entire army together, says, yeah, they say never base race a Terran, so we're just going to put that to the test here. Yeah, pushes in. He recalls this out to base race because he can't fight it. I love that sending 2 tanks down this way. That's great. This is mined out. And as soon as these... Oh, that was it. That spider mine catching like 4 Dragoons was enough to GG it for this mysterious barcode player. Oh, what a fun one. What a really, really fun PvT. I mean, could that have been better? Probably, but dude, for a 25-minute game? My goodness. Absolutely insane. What an insane PvT that was. For a minute there, it felt like the recalls were just really, really getting Flash on his back foot. He was worried about stuff. He was losing command centers, and he's just like, okay, my macro has not slipped throughout this entire thing. I'm just going to go win now. I like how he's killing this base. He doesn't even need to. He doesn't. There's just not enough Protoss. And I really feel like if that one Spider Mine hadn't killed those 4 Dragoons, I think he comes in here, kills this base, and then we're in base race mode. Because that's it. Flash has no more income. At this point, he has this, which is 11 SCVs in various states of getting murdered. But that's income that Protoss does not have. And plus, there's no way to clean this up either. So, whew. All right, let's check out that final score. Should be a good one. Again, hit that like button. 148,000 points, 143 here for Flash in the win. Outproduced the Protoss player, outkilled the Protoss player, lost more than the Protoss player, constructed more, raised less because, because of the recalls there. And the Protoss did outspend Flash by about 2,500 minerals in 25 minutes, but not enough. Not enough outspending. Yeah, by losing that 4th base, I think it set the Protoss player back, and then Flash just took advantage. So as he does, man, Flash is such a great Terran player, the best Terran player of all time, maybe the best StarCraft player of all time. I don't think you'll get any argument if you say that, and wow. So that's going to be it from me here. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw, what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. You take care of yourself.